If you had to pick what kind of cake you would want for your birthday, would it be a regular birthday cake or a cheesecake? I know, that's an impossible question, but now you don't even have to choose. Hey guys, welcome back to Gretchen's Vegan Bakery. Today I have the best of both worlds, birthday cake cheesecake. This is a straight up copycat ripoff of the Cheesecake Factory's Funfetti Cheesecake. But this one is way better because it's 100% vegan from the start to the sprinkles. You only need 3 simple recipes to pull this off, and if you can't find vegan sprinkles, I've even got that covered for you. So fear not, you can totally do this. So let's get started. First up, we have to make the cake layers, and I'm using my most recent recipe for truly white cake. By adding sprinkles to the batter, you get instant funfetti confetti cake. While those layers are baking, I am making the cream cheese icing, and cream cheese icing is the perfect icing for this cake because it's kind of like more cheesecake. So this icing is super easy to make with just 3 ingredients, well 4 if you include the vanilla. But it definitely needs to be mixed by hand. Well, at least the cream cheese part does. The vegan butter and the sugar can get whipped with an electric mixer, which is what I decided to do here because I got tired of creaming that by hand. I find that all brands of vegan cream cheese are very fragile and can turn into a soupy mess if you're not careful, so it's just really best to do it gently by hand. And your end result is going to be very soft, so I do like to add a bit of my vegan buttercream recipe to it to help with stability. That's completely optional, but it's awesome. So go ahead and get that to the refrigerator to chill. And now for my famous vegan cheesecake recipe. If you have not yet tried this recipe, you have not experienced the most beautiful thing that life has to offer. Authentic New York style cheesecake that is so easy to make because I literally throw everything into a food processor and whiz it smooth. But for this particular birthday cake cheesecake, we do have to do just a tiny bit more work. So divide the batter into 3 bowls, and one gets a cocoa paste mixture, which is just cocoa powder and hot water that's whisked smooth. That will be our chocolate cheesecake layer. And next I'm using these flour powder natural food colors to make the pink and the blue layers, but you can totally use whatever food color you have or prefer. Now, cheesecakes do get baked in a water bath at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and these thinner layers only took about 35 minutes to bake. Now, once everything is baked and cooled, you are ready to build this cake. So I set out to assemble this cake like a traditional layer cake, which was actually odd because typically with a cake such as this one, I would build it in a cake ring mold to ensure a really clean, tight build. I'm not sure why I didn't do that here, so as you will soon see, I had some trouble building this cake. That cream cheese icing is a super soft icing, which didn't help matters much, but I can 100% guarantee that if you use a cake ring mold to build this, you won't have any of the problems that I did. When my chocolate cheesecake layer broke, I thought that was the end. I was going to have to start over again, but I was actually able to sort of squash it all back together, which again would have been way easier had I started in a ring mold. But at the end of the day, I came out of it with flying colors. A few timeouts in and out of the refrigerator and freezer to make sure that it all stayed put, and the final frosting was no problem. I was able to pile on those sprinkles mixed with some extra cake trimmings, and you have yourself the most awesome birthday cake cheesecake ever. Take that, Cheesecake Factory. I love the flavors of the flour powder, and the color is so vibrant. And my recent recipe for white cake is total perfection, so all of these recipes together just make for a really epic celebration cake. I hope you will want to try it, so head over to gretchensveganbakery.com to grab all the recipes that you're going to need to pull this off. A great big thank you to everyone here watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, and as always, a great big special thank you to my patrons on Patreon for making all of this possible. The cost of ingredients nowadays is astronomical, as you know, and it often takes me a few tries to get it all perfect to be able to finally share it with you all. So if you think you can help support the channel, click the links below to find out how. All right, everyone, thanks again for watching, and until next time, happy vegan baking. Bye for now.